Hello, and welcome to my February bullet journal setup. For this month I took a bit of a different approach with my theme and have put a poll up on Instagram, with options being a yoga-inspired theme, a dark mountain night sky theme, and a Pride and Prejudice theme. The yoga theme won with the others close behind, so I did try to incorporate some of the elements of the other themes into this. The pages are pretty minimalistic in their setup, with lavender and periwinkle watercolor accents. I will have timestamps for everything in the comments below, and I'll have all the materials used listed in the description. If you'd like to give your input into next month's theme, make sure to check out my Instagram, whose link is also in the description. So, let's get into it. For the title page, I really wanted to get back into my watercolor palette, and I also really wanted to focus on the yoga theme. So I chose to do a resting position with the moon behind. I love everything to do with the sky and wanted to incorporate some of that into the pages to come, which is why you'll see some moon phases and other sky-inspired things throughout. I love yoga and I used to do it regularly, but fell out of it due to being busy. I'm really glad to be back at it. I also decided to do this faint sunrise mountain scene that is actually based off of my yoga mat that I use. I really love these colors and it reminds me of the sunrises that we get here early in the months of the year when it's super cold out. I feel like January and February are those months that are always a bit dreary for everyone and a bit slow. I feel like for me, yoga really helps with that, though I am definitely looking forward to more sunny days ahead. As mentioned in my last video, I did start an Instagram for this channel, and though I don't post on there every day, I'm going to try to be more present over there. I'm definitely going to be posting polls of things to see what kind of videos you guys would like to see, and to get input from what you all want, like themes you'd like me to do for future months. So if that's something that you're interested in, make sure to go over there and check it out. Also, I think I'm going to try to plan on uploading the next month's video around the 19th or 20th of every month. If that sounds good to you or you would like to post it sooner, please let me know in the comments below. Also, is there a day that you would prefer I upload on? Do you prefer the weeks or the weekends? I know yoga isn't for everyone, so I thought I'd include this stationery that I did earlier of a mountainscape scene that could fit with all the other themes in these pages as well. I really liked the small calendar that I did in January, so I thought I'd repeat it again here in February as well. I'm just doing a really small calendar that helps me keep track of all my hockey games that I like to watch, as well as my yoga class, and then birthdays and things like that coming up. This month I decided to do a quote to go with all my goals as well, and I did the quote by John Lennon of, "When you do something beautiful and nobody noticed, do not be sad, for the sun every morning is a beautiful spectacle, yet most of the audience still sleeps." If you watch my other bullet journal videos, you know that I like to plan my exercise and track my activity for the month in these just simple boxes. Each day I write out what I did and how many calories I burned. It helps keep me accountable. I do have a Fitbit, so it helps me with tracking a lot of things, but I like to write everything out so I can plan my exercises. I just do this simply in these little boxes and on the lines. I did it really minimal with just like some Tombow brush pen, and then added some washi tape with the sky theme that I had on the other page as well. Now on the pages that I track my exercise, I also like to track things that I can't really track with my Fitbit, like when I've washed my hair, done my bedding and my laundry and cleaning. I've also added podcasts and face masks to this. I've been slacking on listening to my podcasts, and I need to do more self-care things, so I've added that as well. Here I have some washi tape I was deciding between. I was just showing some options. They have the galaxy theme if you want to do the darker theme, but here's the lighter cloud theme that I went with. Since February is a shorter month, I had some space at the bottom, so I thought I'd do some meal planning. I originally was going to go with the Bon Appetit, but ended up doing the dinner plan stamp. I've been trying to use more stamps since I know a lot of people like stamps, and I found these at Joann's and I really liked them. Here I'm just leaving a blank space for me to write some ideas that I can turn to later in the month when I'm trying to figure out some meals. So this here is week 1 of February and week 6 of the year. I usually go by the weeks of the year rather than the week of the month. That way I can kind of keep the whole year consistent. And here I was just doing a really minimal theme. And here's Macy. I thought you might want to see her. She's always begging for food while I'm working on my bullet journal since I'm at the table, and she thinks there might be a chance of food. I just have January 1st to January 9th, I believe. As I said in my January video, I'm trying to do the weekly setups of having the whole week either on 1 page or 2 pages, so I can write out all my to-do lists, and then I will write my thoughts and journaling in separate pages following the weeks. Here I'm just doing a little bit of like a watercolor off to the side that's periwinkle and lavender. Here again, I'm trying to use some of the stamps that I bought. I thought I'd kind of use the stamps that actually went along with some of the podcasts that I listened to, like I have Thankful Thursday and Meditation Monday, so I kind of thought I would reflect that in my stamps. I also like to do one day out of the week where I have no phone, so I thought that might be kind of fun to include that with the stamps that I got. So for week 2 of February and week 7 of the year, I decided to go with kind of another minimal theme but have some watercolor in the middle. I like to do the mountain theme with the galaxy and everything. I really liked that one and incorporate it. It's been very dreary, as you can see. So I'm sorry if the lighting has changed. I thought I'd kind of show what the weather was like. I had to add artificial lighting, which is why it kind of looks different than it does earlier in the video, and you'll see this throughout the video of some of the lighting being a little bit off. Again, I'm sorry about that, but I thought I at least mentioned why the lighting looked a little bit different. Here I'm just blackening everything out with gouache. I really like to do this and then add the white on top and add the colors on top to kind of create the night sky effect. See the galaxy theme show up here on the camera from this angle and from the lighting. So make sure to have close-ups of everything at the end of the video as well so you can see it. Now the quote that I chose for this page is actually one that was almost my February quote, and it is, "You are never too old to set another goal or dream a new dream," by C.S. Lewis. C.S. Lewis is one of my favorite authors, and I just love that quote. For week 3 of February and week 8 of the year, I went with a lavender theme. Now my head kept popping into the camera view. I'm so sorry, it's why this part of the video is shorter. I hunch over like Gollum when I draw sometimes. I went with a lavender theme, especially since essential lavender oil is very good for yoga, and I did the Bob Ross quote of, "Beautiful things are everywhere, but sometimes we look at them every day and we get to where we don't see them." Since my head was in most of this, I will have an overview of all this at the end of the video. So for the last week of February and week 9 of the year, I decided to do moon phases up at the top, just really simple ones from new moon all the way over the end. And then at the bottom of the page, I put a quote of, "Change is the only constant." It was said in one of my podcasts. I don't know the exact quote, but I just thought it was appropriate with the moon phases and a good meditation to be thinking about, especially at the beginning of the new year. I do really like having all of my to-do lists on one page during the month of January. I'm going to see how I like it on 2 pages at the end of the month of February. So that's it for the month of February. I hope you liked the setup, and please let me know if there's something that you want to see me do differently or see me do the same in the next month. I really do appreciate any feedback that I get from you guys, whether it's likes or comments or subscribing or follow me on Instagram. It really means a lot, and I want to hear more back from you guys to see if there's something that you guys want to see on this channel. I hope to have more videos coming out soon. If you are wanting to see more from this channel, do make sure that you hit that subscribe button so you can be kept up to date on the new videos that I post. As said before, I am hoping to be posting more on here and on my Insta. Furthermore, please let me know if the timing of these videos work out for you, or if you'd like to see me post the bullet journal setups earlier in the month. I really do appreciate your views and your support, and I hope that you have a wonderful rest of January, a great start to your February, and that you're having a wonderful day so far. Happy journaling!